Guys, it's episode 43 of the Fake Fans podcast. Welcome back to us because we're shooting for the first time in like over 2 weeks because of travel.
Yes.
Travel.
We had Twitchcon and this guy went to China.
I went to China. Guys, it's been a hell of a 2 weeks.
Yes.
Can I just say?
This is our festive Halloween episode, which unfortunately we're not that festive right now.
Well, I'm dressed up as Scarra with glasses. What are you dressed up as?
Scarra without glasses.
It's a pretty good costume. You do definitely look like Scarra without glasses.
We actually have costumes for you guys.
Wait, like good ones or?
I mean, you'll see. So
Who paid for these costumes?
you guys. I mean, I bought them, but yeah. Anyways, all right, Peter, pick a number. 1.
2.
Okay, 2, and then Scarra.
One.
Okay.
I don't even know what the range was.
Let me get your outfits for you.
I don't even know what the fucking range was.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's only a range.
Wait, what if you
two.
bought like 10 costumes?
That would have been crazy.
Oh,
These are like not full outfits. So this is a white fox kit, which really is just
I get to be a cow?
I get to be a cat. I mean,
All right, give us the scissors. Can we stop paying these people?
it's coming out of their salary anyways.
Oh yeah, we're not paying for this.
Oh, the scissors.
Where does this go? Up my ass? Oh, I see. It's a clip. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
You
know if
put
they
that
can
on.
even see that.
Well, they can.
Maybe we just put on the little headbands.
You know, honestly, this is not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
this is like
Honestly, like I would count yourselves lucky because I didn't have enough time to get other costumes, but this is like the fastest.
We should
thing I
play
could
the Doja Cat song. Bitch, I'm a cow.
which
get. All
I'm
right,
like,
now
"Dad."
you guys may continue.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I hope you guys are having a great time. We have a little bit more decorations. You might also notice we have better lighting. We are slowly fleshing out our setup right here. We just got these legit today. So it's all coming around.
It's
Peter.
all coming together. Wait, Scarra.
What?
I know it took you so much effort
Yeah.
to put that headband on,
Yeah.
but I actually got a gift for you from Shanghai.
Oh, okay.
Is it okay if I give it to you right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's 2 things I brought for you.
Okay.
One of them was a thing that I was supposed to give to you like almost a year ago,
A year ago.
and I've forgotten until now. So I did a giveaway for Pokemon cards on my stream at some point, and one of the winners was this Pokemon Breeders Nurturing card. And the winner said, "Can you give the card to Scarra? He sure does love breeding."
They have a funny nose.
Yeah, they do.
Choose up to 2 your Pokemon and play for each of those Pokemon. Search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it into your Pokemon. Put it onto the Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck.
Sounds like a tutor for an evolved Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really played the Pokemon TCG outside of Pocket, so I don't really
I've
know
heard
what
this
it's like.
game you just shuffle a lot.
All I do is collect the cool looking cards.
Well, thank you for thinking that I'm such a breeder and nurturer.
Oh, no problem, Scarra. I mean, my biggest Uma Musume goat, I just know you know all about breeding.
I'm not beating the allegations. I also went to a race course this week, so
Yeah. How much money did you lose?
$450.
Jesus fucking Christ.
$480.
Well, honestly, it's not as bad as Anita buying $2,700 worth of ZB1 albums at a chance to win a fan meet call thing and then losing. So
What?
Yeah. Apparently she kind of got Giga owned, so she was really sad about that.
$2,700.
Yeah. And she was like, "Baby, was that stupid?" And I was like, "Dude, baby, don't worry. I spend money on Magic the Gathering. So it's not really that much worse."
It's not.
It's not. But, Scarra, before I forget, there's one more thing that I need to give you that I bought in Shanghai.
Okay.
By the way, is it pronounced Shanghai or Shanghai? Doesn't matter.
How Chinese are you feeling today?
Pretty Chinesey.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Give
All
it
right.
to me. Oh, you got one of these. Wait, this is the super cute one. Oh my God.
Yes,
Wait.
sir.
Wait, now this is a real.
Wait, they sold this in Macau.
Yeah, they sold this in Macau, and then
Oh, it's so cute.
it's awesome. This is actually so cool.
Yeah, I went to, there was a shopping mall in Shanghai that was kind of like weeb themed, where every store in this multi-floor building
Was weed?
was Weeb, just specifically Weeb collector shit. So they had a Riot Games pop up. I bought an Orn, was it Poro?
Yes.
Orn Poro plushie, which is somewhere in this house. And then I also got that for you because I thought it'd be perfect. I thought you would love it.
Wait, this is so cute. Because I think they sold out of these in Macau. Because they first introduced these in Macau and then it's just gone. So now I have one.
Dude, let me just say that Shanghai, that mall had so much stuff. Like
Wait.
they had so much stuff.
Talk to me about China because I'm Chinese and I'm here to hear about my homeland.
Wait, are you Chinese?
你好，我可以说中文. I think I said that really bad.
How good is your
我的
pronunciation?
中文比较差，所以我不说很多.
What does any of that mean?
It means my Chinese is pretty bad, so don't speak a lot.
I learned 不会中文, which means I don't Chinese, I think, is like the
yes,
translation.
you didn't even learn like I don't speak Chinese. You learned I don't Chinese.
Yeah, trust me. I pulled that bad boy out at the airport when I had to travel back to LA on my own because the travel lady was trying to speak to me in Mandarin. I was like, oh, 不会中文, and she started laughing. But yeah, China was a very wholesome trip, if I had to sum it up in one word, because it was a trip to go visit Anita's family that lives in China. And I tried to vlog the trip, but I realized if I didn't want to include her family in the vlog, because I'm meeting her family for the first time, I don't want to make a bunch of content around it and make it weird. Like, I just think it's like kind of disrespectful. I want to leave a good impression. If I did that though, the vlog was basically me walking around 3 different cities for about 5 minutes and then also rating Chinese fast food. And that would be the entire vlog. So I was like, this is not really a good
No
vlog.
way you didn't get home cooked meals either.
No, we didn't actually.
Whoa.
Because Anita's family took us out to these really nice traditional Chinese restaurants with like, I saw the biggest Lazy Susan I had ever seen in my entire life.
Is that the things that you spin?
Yes, it's the circle in the middle that you spin so you could like grab different things family style. So the largest Lazy Susan I had ever seen, and these meals would be like 3 hours long.
You got off easy. They went easy. Like literally, my family meal has gone for 5 hours before. Well, I'm just like, I want to die.
There was one time I just landed in Shanghai when Anita's uncle treated us to dinner. But the thing was, it was like 11 p.m. So we were telling her uncle like, oh, we're actually not very hungry. We're a little jet lagged. We'll take like just you don't have to order too much. He ordered, I think, like 18 courses for 6 people. And I tried my fucking best to eat as much of it as I could. First of all, okay, I don't want to admit this. I'm kind of a picky eater. I'm a very textural eater. So anything that's kind of like gelatinous or overly,
you're not eating a lot, like a couple of things.
Chewy. Like I'm not a huge like I don't.
You're not like a tribe eater.
I don't like. I'm not a big cartilage eater.
Okay.
And like innards eater, I would say.
Okay.
But I will say that I fucking sucked it up. I was not gonna be a picky eater in front of Anita's family in China. You know what I mean? He's like, would you like some braised chicken's feet? Oh, I would love to. Oh, there's still bones in this. Of course there is. How lovely.
They were just fucking with you.
This crunchy texture. I ate everything they sent my way. Jellyfish? Absolutely. I would love some. By the way, Chinese vegetables though go fucking sicko mode. The way that they saute or stir fry or whatever in whatever oils and garlics or whatever, so fucking good. But I basically ate everything they sent at me. I tried my best to not be super picky. So yeah, it was a good experience just because I got to see Anita with her family and it was just really cute, and I got to meet both of her grandmas on her dad's and mom's side. Oh. And I just thought it was nice to see because my grandparents are all deceased now. My last living grandparent passed away roughly like 13 years ago. Oh. So it's been a long time since I've had like a living grandparent. So it was nice. It was really cute to see because Anita's sister was there. Anita's sister just had a baby that turned like 1. Oh. So basically the great grandparents are meeting their great grandchildren, and I was like, "Oh, that's really nice. This is really cute."
They must have tried to feed you so much food during that trip,
dude. Brother, I was stuffed like a pig. just nonstop eating. I got so many questions asking me if I played American basketball because like I'm like pretty tall, and I was like, they all seem to try to suppress their disappointment when I told them no. The first thing that Anita's aunt told me in Mandarin that she had to translate begrudgingly was, my aunt said that you're not as fat in person.
Nah, you got the full Chinese family experience. I love that
You
shit.
look much better in person than in your pictures.
That's literally how it is to meet your relatives back in China.
So my goal, I'm going to shed 15 pounds by the next podcast is all I'm going to say. But anyway, I mean, it was like, that's just kind of how it is with like Asian family. I get it. I didn't take it personally. I actually took it as a huge compliment. But yeah, it was really nice because we were just having these really large family meals. There would be like 10 to 15 people there, and not to trauma dump too hard, I kind of come from like a fractured family sort of deal where like I don't remember the last time I had like a holiday where all my family was gathered.
Same.
Basically, my family just all fucking hates each other. Like is the TLDR. So yeah, it was really nice to see like, oh, this is like a functional family. This is cool. Like they like each other. That's awesome.
Wait, did they make you drink as well?
Yes. Oh my god. The last dinner before I flew back to LAX. Yeah, we had another large family dinner, and it was actually a birthday celebration dinner for Anita's mom and myself. I drank so much Baijiu.
Oh, did you get the Maltai experience as well?
What's the Maltai?
Maltai is like it's. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, and it looks like the container is red and white.
Yes,
yes, that's Maltai. It is. It's what it has like hundreds. I feel like decades of experience in China where through business meetings you drink it. If you're meeting family, you drink it. The person who helps run OTV, Henry, goes back and his dad literally makes him drink Maltai till he pukes.
Bro,
every time.
So I had to lock the fuck in, right? Because we're meeting Anita's mom's side of the family, and she has 3 uncles on that side, and they're all big drinkers. So what they do is they will give you a beaker.
Yes.
They will give you a fucking beaker that actually has like the milliliter measurements on the side, and then a smaller, like daintier looking little shot glass cup thing. And they will fill your beaker to the brim, and then you use that beaker to pour yourself shots because they're constantly cheersing. I don't know what the fuck they're cheersing. Well, actually, I do because Anita would live translate for me. He's like, "Oh, we're cheersing for my uncles on this side. We're cheersing for me. We're cheersing for my sister. We're cheersing for my mom. We're cheersing for you."
Making up shit at that point,
no, they
man.
literally are. So I am just slamming Baijiu. And dude, guys, if you've never had Baijiu before, it's a distilled rice spirit, and it tastes kind of medicinally in a way, like kind of herbaceous. I don't know if herbaceous is the right word, but it has a very distinct medicinal taste.
My best description of this
it burns.
Is that I've never felt like I could breathe fire until I've drank a lot of this before.
Oh, it actually, like those people who fucking put alcohol into their mouths and shoot out flames.
Yeah.
I felt like I could do that without like any kind of igniter. I could just shoot fire out of my mouth like a fucking dragon. That shit was strong.
I actually had this last time I went to China, and I was like, I kind of like this. But how much did you have to drink?
I drank, I think, a beaker and a half.
That's not bad.
So no,
you
so
did some work.
That's the thing. The uncles were impressed. They told Anita like, "Oh, your boyfriend can actually really drink. Where like he could hold his liquor."
That's impressive.
They were fucking with me because there would be times where I would cheer something, take my shot. As I'm sitting down, the other uncle stands up and he's like, "Oh, we're doing it again," and I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." So, dude, it was rough. I think there was a point where the uncles felt kind of bad because they were telling Anita like, don't tell him he doesn't have to finish that second half of the beaker, that we could finish it for him. And then when Anita told me that, I was like, I just did this gesture as like, no, like, and then I did like the thumbs up, I got this.
You couldn't even speak.
And then the uncles were like very impressed. Also, Anita's grandma said, "You have excellent chopstick skills." So, bro, I'm in.
Wait, you're actually in. You impressed the uncles, the aunties. You impressed everyone.
No, it was good. It was great. So
overall, a great trip.
Overall, a great trip. Like the uncle, one of Anita's uncles was gonna drive me back to the airport because I had to. Anita and her family were gonna stay a little longer, and I had to leave early because I had to go to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
And the uncle like pulled me aside, and he doesn't really speak English very well, but he said, "Come back soon." And I was like,
oh, he gave you the.
he gave me the uncle approval.
That's odd. You're in.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm fucking in. Yeah, that was one really wholesome trip. Not really. I wouldn't say there was any particular thing that like stood out to me, but overall, it was just like me spending quality time with Anita's family, getting eaten alive by mosquitoes because it was right by like a huge river. And okay, so there, dude, I wish I brought a photo of it. There is a viral toy that is going sicko mode in China, where it's like X popular thing that looks like a bendable stick figure, and it looks janky as hell. I wish I remember the name of it, but I saw Chinese idols, I saw Genshin characters, I saw anime characters. I don't like it was kind of like it looked like a wire figure that was wrapped in like cloth and then stuffed. It almost looked like a stuffed voodoo doll.
And it was giga viral.
And it's so popular for some reason. Like I went to some random shop in a really small city, and they just had stacks of them, stacks of like Genshin characters. And I should have bought one and brought it back.
How did you feel about the city, like the walkability and stuff? Did you like walk with the family around like after dinner?
So the vibes are very different because I went from Shanghai, which is like a very modern, very clean, and just like, you know, what you would think of in terms of like a futuristic city in some ways. Well, actually, Shanghai kind of remind me of Vegas, like a clean Vegas. So many neon lights, so many tourists, so many people. And then I went to I think it's Anhui province. I went to two different cities in Anhui province, which is I think near Shanghai or in Shanghai, something like that. I think it's Anhui, something like that. So this is where Anita's family's from, and this was way, I would say, less developed, like kind of like, you know, long broken concrete sidewalks, random dogs laying around. Like very old, not updated infrastructure and buildings. But like it was nice. It was kind of like a quaint, quiet, slow life kind of vibe. I basically got to see two different sides of China. It wasn't like purely like full on rural, but it was definitely not as like advanced as Shanghai was, but still really, really cool to see in general, because it that part of China kind of reminded me of my visit when I went to Chengdu like 20 years ago to visit my brother. It was like more similar to that, but yeah, it was nice. One more thing. Another way that I impressed Anita's family was, so I love watching food content, and I learned how to break down a like river crab through YouTube before I ever actually got to do it. So one of the big like popular cuisines in the province that Anita's family is from is river crabs. You could actually just catch a bundle of river crabs, bring it to any restaurant, and they'll like cook it for you and serve it to you. So yeah, like it was actually really cool. Like Anita's uncles just had this fucking gigantic bag of river crabs, and we brought it to a restaurant. They cooked it for us, and then we actually got to like just eat it like fresh and live. It was really cool.
That must have tasted great.
It was incredible, and Anita loves crab roe, and it had so much roe on it too. So it's actually really easy how to break down a crab. It's like 3 steps basically. There is like the bottom half where you just like peel the layer back, snap that off, and after that you could crack off the top shell that you think of when you see a crab.
Okay.
And then from there you could just like snap it in half, and then that's what I was basically just feeding Anita like.
And they were like, "Wow, it's so impressive."
Oh, they could feed our niece, our daughter, our granddaughter. He's very capable. I'm like, yes, I am.
Damn, you really they're like, you pulled out all the stops over there.
Yeah, but then they told them what I do for a living, and they're like, what the fuck what is that?
No, I'm pretty sure that's like not even a unpopular profession in China.
No, well, I would say I don't know. They seemed kind of surprised by what I do. Like, I think they were just like, oh, I didn't know that was actually like a living.
Well, I think they were just more surprised you weren't into basketball.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's not
probably
even
fair.
an insulting thing. I've heard so many of my friends or like my relatives ask someone who's really tall, like, "Oh, NBA?" I'm like, no,
yeah.
just 6 foot. You know, it's just it is what it is, man.
Volleyball? No, I read Haikyuu a few chapters, but yeah. So sorry for yapping so much about China. Really
No.
enjoyable trip. Liked it a lot. Would definitely go back again. And the food was phenomenal. I didn't get Peking duck though, which I should get next time. I know.
Still, I mean, the food's phenomenal.
Food
That's
was
all
so
you
good.
get,
Food was so good. What were you doing in that time, Scar?
dude. Well, I was chill. I was going to TwitchCon.
Me too.
Well, like I guess you finished up. I was at home streaming and getting ready to go to TwitchCon, and then
Okay.
you came back. We both went to TwitchCon. I saw you maybe 2 times there. I didn't really talk to you that much there
No.
because you were hanging out with like your really cool friends, and then you were just like, oh,
Okay,
fuck
don't
that guy.
fucking phrase it like okay. God damn it. You make it sound like I'm too cool for your shit or something. Listen, man, this is what I did, okay?
Okay.
My Discord community that I play World of Warcraft with and other games with, they decided to get an Airbnb together, and I visited it on Thursday, and we played Magic the Gathering for 8 hours, and it was an excellent time.
Damn.
It was Magic the Gathering. One of the community members, her name is Trixie. She's a professional chef. She like cooked like a multi-course Cajun themed dinner for us, which was fucking awesome. It was really good. And then we also watched Worlds as we were playing Commander. So probably one of the best TwitchCon experiences I could have ever asked for. It was awesome. Industry parties miss me with that shit. I'd rather play Commander. It was awesome. What were you doing?
TFTI, bro. It just
Would you would you have gone?
yes.
Really?
Yeah, I would have gone.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, shit. All
No,
right.
no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think it's really cute. I saw a stories of you there. I was like, what the fuck? This is what he's doing that day. I flew in really late, so I probably wouldn't have been able to.
Oh,
come
yeah.
on Thursday.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting time. So, did I talk about Riftbound on this last episode? Did I talk about why I went to Portland? Did I talk about even going to Portland?
No, I think you may have brought up that you had something in Portland.
So, anyways, I went to Portland the week he was in China, and the week he was in China, I got invited to go on a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel, and I was so stoked. It is Tolarian Community College. This is the professor. When I got this email, I couldn't believe it. I talked to Broden, I talked to Peter. I was like, holy fuck. I tried to get them on there, but they're like, if they're busy with China and shit, and Broden was busy in China for Valorant, I couldn't get them on. And so I got on there, and they wanted me for Riftbound. Now the professor is the main star of this YouTube channel. He's been doing this for years. Really, really cool guy. I went there, and while he nerded out at the first day of TwitchCon, I giga nerded out in Portland with these guys. It felt so surreal because I don't even play much Magic the Gathering or card games. I just watch it. But I landed, the first thing I did, 4 hours of Riftbound. Played with a head judge, played at their studio, and their studio is literally like their bottom floor. It's a house. Their bottom floor is the studio. The whole set, okay, of all their games. They had bunch of shit. A command station, an editing station, and then they have a full studio. And then the top floor is just like a nerd relaxation place. It's like you got couches, you got the fridge. The fridge, by the way, has only drinks in it. And then the shelves along the walls are only snacks. And I'm like, this is like a gamer fucking like dungeon. I kind of love this shit. And so it was awesome. I met with someone who was like the head judge of all this stuff. It's fucking cool. I met the prof. I met the 2 special guests, which I could probably talk about, CGB and the Amazonian, both of which are big MTG people. And I pretty much just play with them. The next day, I was shot for a couple hours. I shot the game we played for Riftbound, and then afterwards we went to a dive bar, and it was just a really cool experience nerding out, especially because this is gonna sound weird. Those people are older than I am. It's very strange.
That does sound weird. I thought you were the oldest person.
It feels that way on Twitch, but when I'm with them, like the prof is like 50 something, and then like the people I'm around are like in their 40s, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, and so we just shot the shit, and it felt really cool. It feels like I was meant to be a trading card game player, because I felt that.
Those were the hottest words I've ever heard you say.
Okay, you don't understand. Since I hit the prime age of my mid 30s, or just in general, every single second has been a sign that I should play TCGs. Everything. It's like the editors I hire. Oh, they're actually in TCGs, by the way. My friends all pick up TCGs. Every single new person I meet is a TCG person.
Whoa. I played TCGs since high school. I'm not some poser.
No,
Okay.
you don't understand. Lily voices a fucking TCG. She voiced this new character that has huge tits, and that's all I remember. Because I was like, why did she? Who got her to voice this? This is fucking hilarious.
Wait, what?
In the Shadowverse card game, she's voicing
I need to
Cap.
check this out.
It's really funny. It's so fun because she tweeted it, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And yeah, it's that card, Cupiton.
Oh my god, those are huge.
Yes, it's not
what the fuck?
it's like you can't really notice other parts of her.
Dude, there's a character attached to those breasts.
Yes. So that's the voice. That's the voice that Lily, or character that Lily voiced.
You know, I was literally about to like stop playing Shadowverse because like I mean I've been playing since.
And the titties brought you back.
No. I'm not a gooner like that. So I've been playing since like the launch of this game, Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, and I was about to stop playing because I don't know, it's there aren't that many cards right now. But when I saw that Lily was voicing a character or a card, I was like, all right, you got me.
You're the target demographic.
Yeah, for this.
No.
They got
That's the card. No.
your
I just love supporting one of my favorite streamers, LilyPichu.
And supporting.
No.
Yes. There's a lot of support needed for.
Yeah.
Her response was so funny. She was like, God, they're huge.
Okay, so while I've been doing this TCG stuff, I shit you not, I'm meeting all these new people at in Portland. They're all TCG nerds. Obviously, like imagine the friends of people who are playing Magic for 20 years. They're all playing Magic. Okay, and it's cool. And then I go to TwitchCon where they fast forward a week. Okay, every single like group I met, the guys played Magic the Gathering. I shit you not. I met with very different eclectic groups of people. So I met with like Over Easy Eggs, which is like a VTuber that I've collabed with, and then her group of people. We will be having tacos, talking about the most random shit, and then someone always is like, will bring up, oh yeah, we were just playing Magic last week, and I'll be like, what were you doing last week? You play Magic the Gathering?
Magic is hot.
You play Magic MTG?
Magic is hot. It's no longer nerd shit.
Dude, I was with this other group as well. I got tacos both nights. And the night after, I was with this other group, 5 different dudes. And then we were talking. It was like 2 girls, 5 dudes, and then randomly someone brings up Magic the Gathering. Wasn't me this again. And everyone was like, yeah, dude, we just had a blast playing Magic at this Airbnb we had last month. And I'm like, you play Magic the Gathering? MTG? It feels like everything in my life in my 30s is trying to get me to play TCGs.
Listen, I'm telling you that Magic is just board game night with more personal expression. That's it. Like, if you've ever wanted to like have that board game night experience, but be like, oh, I want this to be more tailored to like my preferences. Magic the Gathering, baby. You want to be Hatsune Miku, Sonic the Hedgehog, Miles Morales? You could be all of those things.
And the best part is the card market is crashing, so they're cheaper now.
Dude, yeah. Okay, that's actually the best part. So
fucking God.
Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set did so fucking bad that it tanked the prices of all Magic cards, like all new Magic sets. The collector's box for Spider-Man is MSRP $450. They are now selling, last I checked, they were selling below MSRP at $400, which is fucking unheard of for any collectible card thing ever. It was so bad that Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is the next up-and-coming set, which was supposed to be super hyped and everyone was excited for in the same way that they were excited for Final Fantasy, those collector boxes are now pre-ordering for around $550, which is still above MSRP. But at one point, when the collector booster boxes were announced, they were pre-selling for like $1,000.
For people who don't know, Final Fantasy was the one before Spider-Man. Those collector boxes are still at $1,000. I think
1,200 was like the last one I saw for Final Fantasy collector booster. They're holding really high still because people still love cracking chocobos. I don't think. Okay, don't quote me on this. I don't think Magic is ever gonna make as much money as they did on Final Fantasy ever again.
Yeah, that might be.
I can't think of a single video game property with as much like just universal love the way that Final Fantasy has that could be as successful as Final Fantasy.
Yeah, just
was.
wait till Riff bound.
Like okay, like name me something that is as popular as Final Fantasy. That
I'm
would make
gonna
as
blow
successful
your
crossover.
mind.
What?
MTG X Pokemon.
That would actually happen though. That will never happen, Scarra.
Yes, you are right. That will actually never happen.
But that would be fucking sick.
I Nintendo is so will never do that.
They're very protective of that.
And they have their own TCG. Like they would never do
their
that.
own hugely
Successful
popular.
TCG. I think it's still the #1 TCG in the world.
I think so. In terms
Yeah.
of just like how much money they make off of it.
And
I think you're
like
right.
yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, so my TwitchCon experience was a lot of meeting new people. This year I only wanted to do 3 things. Okay, meet friends, meet fans, Sage Jam Slam.
Mhm.
I practiced Street Fighter, Sage Jam Slam. It was only 4 teams, and I want to say I made top 4.
Did you make top 4?
I did. I got 2nd place. I got my ass beat actually by Fumi, who roomed with me. And so she was shitting on me all day and then brought the trophy back.
Ooh,
And
with her.
Yeah, it was brutal. And I lost to her in 3 sets. In winners, losers, and in the reset grand finals. So I went through 3 circles of hell and lost to her 3 times in a row. It was very painful.
Listen, I do think that JP is the most racist Street Fighter character.
I think people who play JP should be shot.
Mhm.
Like this is just not even a hot take, maybe probably a lukewarm one.
I mean, I think most people would agree that zoning characters in fighting games are typically the most hated.
Yes,
right?
and the worst part is like Guile, JP's kind of okay at medium range too. Medium short range. Like he's got some stuff. Anyway, I'm not salty about it. I practiced at a great time, and then that was it. I had a good time, but mainly because I didn't go into the con at all. My expectations were really, really low because last year was the worst TwitchCon ever for me, and I'm like, I'm gonna make it a little bit better. And so that's it.
I heard a rumor that Fumi may or may not have went back to the hotel to rewatch the sets in which she absolutely obliterated your bunghole.
Oh, so after we played, she went back to the hotel room, and I was going out to parties, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I hear her when I'm in the restroom. I hear Sage Jam's voice, the caster, casting my fucking game, and I'm like, what is she listening to? It was fucked up.
I've done that before though.
I've done that before.
I think
when I was a pro player, I did that every game. I read the post Reddit thread. If we won, I live for that shit. Yeah, they were bad. Yeah, you see Scarra, people there. Yeah, unemployment for the enemy team. Hell, I get it. It's not a big deal. Like, when I got shit on, I'd read that, and be like, damn.
You read the threads that you got shit on?
Dude, those are bad.
I could never.
It's bad. It's bad. Like a lot of pro players do. It's bad. But yeah, it's out there and it's hard to dodge sometimes when they're like, this guy's shit. I'm like, fuck.
That's like looking up your own username on Twitter.
I've done that before.
I haven't done it in a while for my own mental health, but I have. Yeah.
When I first got into pro, I put a Google search ping that would ping my email anytime someone said the exact word Scarra. I had it on for a month and I'm like, this is the most loser degen shit I've ever done in my life. Turn that shit off.
You're in a better place now, though.
Yeah. I mean, like, it wasn't like it might have been a narcissistic thing, but like, God, it was. I just wanted to hear people talk about me. I was like, damn, this is cool. People like, it was like my first time being like a little bit popular because I was good at games, and I was like, had no social skills and no awareness. I'm like, damn, people are actually think it's cool. I can play League of Legends and like hit my keyboard really, really hard, and like, that's awesome. Like, I can't wait, you know. And then that was only for a month, maybe like 2 weeks actually.
Listen, Scar, I think you deserve the narcissism because you to this day have some of the most iconic League quotes of all time.
Yeah.
Up until you're winning the game. Oh wait. What's the exact quote? You should give the exact quote. You're the guy.
Up until what does it say? Up until they
lose the game, they're winning.
Yes.
Iconic.
I love this quote. This is just so funny.
It's funny
I also have
because
it's exactly how you describe their team, by the way, because they would be winning the game to throw a bear and lose the game instantly, stuff like that.
like the quote in and of itself doesn't actually say anything, but like if you understand League, you totally get what you're trying to like convey.
I
love it.
have a lot of great. It's cool that I met a lot of fans that were just like talk about this, you know.
Mhm.
And a lot of my fans are from 10 years ago. They're like, yo, it's been a long time. I'm like, it's cool you've been a fan for such a long time. Like, thanks for supporting me. Doesn't matter if you don't watch my stuff here and there. It's just really cool. And I look hella young, but like, it's just really cool that I still have people who are fans from such a long time ago. Like, I think the best part about meeting fans is that it helps knowing what like that you mattered for someone. Like, you made a positive change on someone else's life. It's a hard feeling to quantify. It's a hard thing to even understand. But like getting that feeling when you go meet fans is a, I guess, humbling experience.
Yeah. I will say though, it is fucked up that every TwitchCon you go to, the year in which they first started watching you was further and further away. You know what I mean? Dude, I watched you 4 years ago. Dude, I watched you 8 years ago. Dude, I have kids now.
Dude, they're literally just like, I watched you when I was 12. I got that this year. I watched you when I was 12. I'm like, how old are you? 22. And I'm like, okay, holy fuck.
There was a guy I knew that watched me in high school, and now I think he graduated law school.
Yeah, no, it's insane. Like, I had someone come to me at BlizzCon and was like, I met you when I was like 16, and now I'm 28 or something like that. And I'm like, that's insane. What do I even say about that? I have been more a part of some people's lives, or as much as they can remember their parents. It's nuts.
I mean, some would say that you are Daddy Scarra to a lot of
No
these people.
one will say that.
Dude, comment right now if
No,
Scarra is
do
your
not
daddy.
Say that. I'm squeezing in for my life right here. Don't say that. How was your TwitchCon?
Okay, if I had to give it a number out of 10,
Yeah.
I would give it a firm 6.
Okay.
Because it was shaping to be one of my favorite TwitchCons. And then the shit happened. On Friday, literally the first official day of TwitchCon, I mean, Emeru got assaulted by a fucking deranged fan. So I think all of us collectively kind of went, holy shit, what the fuck? We read the headline. I read the headline first, like, are you fucking serious? And then I watched the clip. I was like, oh my God, that is so fucking bad. And he got away?
Yep.
That was, I think, probably the worst part, like, for me, the feeling, because, like, okay, deranged fucking fan attacks Emeru. Like, that's crazy. Oh, what? He just walks out. That's insane.
The worst thing for me was seeing how close they got. And I thought at first when I read it, it was going to be like one of the people from her meet and greet walked up and did something inappropriate. And that fucking sucks. That's terrible. But it was like someone from it looked like from just like another line or in the line, just walked straight through everyone. No security stops them. They're walking with like a weird intent in a direction where like I would recognize that and be like, this is weird. Like, I don't think this is how you should be approaching this at all. No one stopped them. And then Emeru's own people were the ones that took her backstage, pushed the guy away, stuff like that. And that's fucked up. Like, it's crazy because before this TwitchCon even started, you had a lot of creators out there being like, I'm not going to TwitchCon this year. I'm worried about my safety, my personal safety. And people are like, you're kind of over exaggerating. Like, come on, man. Like,
and then TwitchCon put out Twitch put out multiple statements about safety is our highest priority. Like, this is what we're gonna do to ensure your safety as both an attendee and as a creator. And fucking day one of the biggest creators on the platform gets walked up on and like attacked.
Yeah. And on top of that, they had a bunch of problems at the TwitchCon. I am loosely friends with some VTubers, and they had problems with their meet and greet line with their gifts being thrown away, with their fans being turned away, told that that the streamers were sick when they weren't. It was really, really strange. It's just like a really bad experience overall. I think, and like I was able to enjoy the con because I didn't really interact with the convention. I saw my fans, which I'm fortunate enough to not have like nutso fans. I'm not super popular anymore, so most of my fans have just been with me for like 5-10 years. They're not like hyper delusional parasocial fans. I think that like for the most part, you have like 0.01% of your fan base be like weird. And like the number is significant when you have a lot of fans. That's quite a few amount of people.
I think also we are privileged as male creators.
Yes,
I mean, not that I'm saying like male,
no, 100%.
Because like I went out to visit my community Discord's Airbnb to play Magic. I feel like that is something that most creators would not be as comfortable doing, just because like how crazy fans can be, especially like women. So not that I'm saying male creators don't get. Oh, I mean, we're gonna fucking talk about that soon. But
well, look.
Yeah,
look.
I'm just saying that like it sucks.
From the personal experience from my friend group, which has a lot of very popular female streamers, female creators. About half of them have stalkers, and it's like that's insane. That's an insane stat, and to have that. And people that have stalked them and ruined their lives over the course of multiple months or multiple years. And it's just crazy to see.
It's crazy that like it's just like on a whim too.
Yes.
Like it's just like they just exist in this space, and then some fucking lunatic just was like, I'm gonna ruin this person's life for like the next 8 to 10
and
years.
they don't even know that they're doing it. One of the people was like a fan of one of the OTV members. I think we brought the story up about Pokey's fan, and she just said to her chat like, I love you guys, and the guy was like, she means me, and he bought a one-way ticket to California and tried to find her house because he saw our our OTV videos and got within like a 5 to 10 mile radius of our house. We went walking and found him while walking, and then had to walk a different direction home because we didn't want him stalking us at home. It was a very weird experience, and it's just like, I think that person had kids. Like I heard, like had more than just himself, and so it's really strange, really weird. And
wait, I've never heard this story.
You never heard the story?
Not that one.
That story is. I mean, I've told that story a couple of times, but it is something that reminds me how crazy some people can get. And don't get me wrong, I know of like a couple of male creators which have crazy stalkers as well, but it does seem to be more common amongst female creators to get a little bit more parasocial fans.
Dude, I think we both personally know many creators that have wanted to have like a more close relationship with their community, because the vast majority of their viewer base, fan base, whatever community are normal, cool, fine people, right? Yep. And then it just takes that like one fucking deranged weirdo to be like, oh, nope, walls back up, never doing that again.
Yep.
Fucking psychopath.
There's a reason why there are some events with idols, right, where you can't touch them. Like, right? It's like you're just like greeting them like momentarily, or like they like cut how much time you can interact with them, or if it's just like just one small thing to try to limit both the amount of time you could spend and the safety of it, right?
Oh, I know. Anita goes to many of them. So like it ranges. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I do think that's how TwitchCon should be next year, where like, I'm sorry, like you guys kind of lost the privilege of being able to be like up close and personal with your streamer now a little bit. I mean, obviously this is like not the 99.9% like fault, but like it really just took one person for everyone to be like, yeah, I don't know if I could do that type of that intimate meet and greet anymore.
Like for me, I always thought TwitchCon was going like more and more of a south way for me personally, because like it feels like they end up charging more and more, and they give less and less to the creator, even though they are the people that matter the most at the convention. Like if the convention has no creators there, no one will go. Like the fans go for the creators, right? Specifically. So I remember before at very early, like a lot of our group would get like hotels comped, tickets comped, stuff like that. And then slowly over the years, it's like, okay, no more hotels for a lot of you guys unless you're really big. It's like, okay, whatever, that's fine. Oh, no more free ticket unless you do stuff for us. And I'm like, okay. And I know of like of years where like smaller creators had to pay half, or like wouldn't get paid, or like had to have a referral code to get it paid off by the community. And I was like, yo, if they're of a certain size, just like give it to them. Like they're like they are the people running your con and making it worthwhile for the fans to visit. Like, it always felt like they were trying to nickel and dime a lot of the people, and it felt really bad. Like, I know that meet and greet that Emery did, she only did because she had to for her own event.
Yeah.
And like I did my meet and greet because it was how I can get a badge. Like, they wouldn't have given it to me otherwise. And so I'm like, I can either pay for it, I'll do a meet and greet. And I like meet and greets. I've done so many, and it's like one of the times I get to meet my fans. But I can understand from a safety concern if she was worried about it, or if I was worried about it. I want the option not to do it while still being able to go as one of their creators on their thing that has like an okay size or okay reputation.
Dude,
especially her, who's like the #1 female streamer, right?
That's what I was. Dude, I'm saying, like, if you were gonna require Emery to fucking do a meet and greet, like, it's fucked. But beef up her security. You know what I mean? Like, make sure she feels safe at her own event. The fact that she had one security guard that was her own security guard, and like he was the one, like, I'm pretty sure he was like keeping distance, so he wasn't in the photos. Like, Twitch should be the ones providing extra security, especially if she doesn't get her own like first choice in security, because apparently like her preferred security guard wasn't allowed to attend an event because of a prior instance or something like that. So
it feels really bad. Yeah. I feel super bad that it came to this in the situation where like this might have been the last TwitchCon. Name that last actual TwitchCon, but like in terms of, I think Twitch has to do a lot to get people to come back now, because a lot of streamers are just gonna be like, no, I'm good,
dude. It's gonna be a bunch of dude streamers next year. No women showing up. Not that I blame them, and it's just gonna be a fucking sausage fest. And like, bro, I don't know how you're gonna incentivize any of your top female creators to come when you can't ensure the safety of one of your biggest. So
like it was bad. Like, I remember seeing a streamer that went into the meet and greet area, and they asked him like, "Are you this guy?" He was just like, "Yeah, I am." They didn't even know who he was. They had no picture attached to the name. So he just goes in and pretends to be the guy in the meet and greet, sits down on the meet and greet line, and says, "Yeah, they can come up now." And I'm like, what the fuck? Watching that, I was like, this is fucking insane.
Ryan and I went to Leslie's meet and greet, and Leslie told us like later that, oh, there were people who were able to get into my meet and greet line that didn't even sign up. Like, they just were able to walk in.
Yes, at the very end, they're like, they ask you to like, hey, are you okay with people coming in late? And like, but the thing is, they don't scan the +1s. Like, if you signed up into raffle system, which is complete bullshit, by the way, like a week in advance, 4 weeks in advance, you have to deal with a raffle system. I don't really know how it like wasn't super well explained, but they like maybe promoted it next year's stream. Anyways, if you got in, I think you were allowed a +1, but the +1, there's no
oversight
on it, because there are blacklists for individuals, because like obviously stuff has happened to where like they have done bad stuff at events and they get blacklisted. Like we've had OTV has had people that we've had to blacklist because not other creators, but crazy fans, because they've gone over the line, like disregard security, made a lot of our talent very uncomfortable. And like, we're like, okay, these are the names, don't let these guys in, kind of deal. And they didn't have that kind of oversight, at least not until after the first day, I think.
Yeah. I mean, so like Ryan and I actually left Leslie's meet and greet early because I had to use the bathroom. And me and Ryan were actually talking about it. We're like, damn, if something happened to Leslie or like a crazy fan approached her after we had just left, the amount of fucking guilt that we would have felt, even though it's like technically not our fault, because like now that we see how little security did at TwitchCon, Leslie was not safe. Like, she was not actually safe. Twitch had zero, like, I don't know in what way they bumped up security this year. Maybe they just allocated a larger budget towards security, but it just seemed like, I guess they checked our bags and like, you know, scanned us down to make sure we didn't have weapons as we walked in. But that's basically where security felt like it ended for that event. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I think for meet and greets especially, there should be layers of defense, layers of security. You get past one, that's like the very base level, and then there's at least another level to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's done at really VIP events. I imagine that it's done that way because there has to be multiple lines of like, I guess, nets so that like nothing can really get all the way through.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine a great defense system.
Yeah, it felt like they just had like one membrane of like one security guard 20 feet away. And like, that's about it. And also, I just want to say that the vibes from Twitch themselves after that occurred were also putrid. I remember checking their social media, like their Twitter account, to see if they made any sort of statement about the assault that happened, and all they were posting was Twitch rival shit, or like, I don't know, just things not relevant to anything that happened.
They made one statement about the situation, but they didn't mention like the name of the person who got assaulted, because obviously they don't want to show up in headlines. And I'm like, bro, just say her name, say what happened, and like fucking let's just get on with it, man. Like, you guys fucked up. Like, just own up to it. Make the fucking right choices. Everything felt bad. I think the cherry on top of all this was TwitchCon had a lot more IRL streamers this year. I definitely think we're getting to the point where the biggest streamers on Twitch, some of the biggest streamers are IRL streamers with their own cameramen. This is a meta that's evolved in the last three or 4 years. FaZe, everyone has their own cameraman. When I went to the FaZe party, they all had their own cameraman with their own streamers. This is just the current modern day IRL streaming. And with that, imagine at TwitchCon where everyone is an IRL streamer. A lot of people want to be the next IRL streamer. They all have their own cameramen. And so there's just bright lights and cameras on all the time.
I'm getting flashbanged every fucking corner.
It's really awkward because that's a whole new section of Twitch. And then there's another section of Twitch that's like the straight gamers who are just there to have like a good time. There's another section of Twitch that are VTubers who don't want their identity revealed. Huge section, by the way. And so they're trying to dodge cameras while all these cameramen are coming around. They're looking to farm clips from people without, and then like they don't know if it's even like appropriate. But when you're an IRL streamer, you have to be shameless to get clips a lot of times. And it's like having those kind of intersection of different, like, I guess, people, spheres was very bad. Yes,
it was exhausting.
Super bad.
Because listen, man, I understand it. Get your fucking bread, get your counts up, whatever. Like, you got to do what you got to do to grow. But I think at a certain point, it's like, if you are just straight up being a nuisance and fucking with people that just don't want to, like, be part of the content against their fucking will, respect that shit. You know what I mean? I think we all have, like, a certain level of tolerance towards shamelessness because we are content creators.
Yes.
Like, we get it. But, like, if you are constantly being bombarded by cameras from every fucking direction, it gets tiring. It makes me just not want to be present at your convention anymore. You know,
they need to have rules for where you can IRL stream, and they need to have like very strict rules and who's allowed. The amount is too high. There needs to be certain areas are streamable, certain areas aren't, and it needs to be very clear. I think that without having that, there's no, like, people are just getting more and more annoyed from different parts of Twitch, and it's causing really big problems. I don't know. I'm just saying this Twitch. I was happy I didn't spend a lot of time at Twitch. My schedule was party, Sage Jam Slam, party, meet and greet party. That's my schedule for 3 days.
You know, that's why I didn't see you that much. Because I only saw you at parties, but I only went to 2 parties.
Yeah, of those parties, I went to 3 of them, and I went to tacos after, and the tacos were better than the party. I would rate to TwitchCon overall, like maybe like a 5 or 6, but 4 of those were because of the tacos. Tacos were bomb.
I was gonna say my TwitchCon was a 6 because it was saved because it was Thursday and Sunday. Thursday and Sunday were the nights that I went to play Magic with my community, and then Monday morning we grabbed dim sum from a really good dim sum place on Convoy.
Sounds fucking fire.
And yeah, man. I mean, it was nice, like getting to know, like I did actually meet a lot of new people this year. In terms of the creator space, because I think in the last couple of years I've been a little jaded when it came to meeting new people, because like I think especially now it just feels like a lot of creators have their walls up because like when you meet someone new, like in the back of your mind it's like, is this person normal? Are they a freak? I don't know.
I think the thing is, as you get older, you get more jaded, especially in streaming because of stuff like that. The best thing you can do is it's keep the mindset that, like, I don't know, people are good inherently, and then you still keep trying to make connections. Because even if some fail, like the large majority of your time is going to be spent better without keeping a negative mindset. That's how I think about it. Like, I can't go into every meeting with a new person being like, this guy a pedophile, he play top lane? Huh? Jax player? Like, I can't.
I play top.
Yeah, I can't fucking do that. And like, instead I'm like, this guy's cool. Like I think this guy is cool. Let's talk to him. I talked to him. I'm like, you know, maybe I didn't really like that guy. Maybe we didn't really gel. Not a big deal, man. No problem. I just go on to the next person. if it turns out later, like, oh, that guy maybe wasn't a good person. Okay, I'll just interact with them less now. I think that's my stance on meeting new people. I try to meet a lot of new people. So like I spent a lot of time branching out the VTuber community because I wanted to meet a lot of new people. And I did. Like I met so many cool people, so many great creators, and I'm really blessed to still be friends with some of them to this day.
Yeah. Just it's a little tiring.
Yeah.
It's a little tiring. Yeah. I'm very tired. I feel like this was a really shit year for everything but video games. This was a very good year for video games.
This has been a
very terrible year for almost everything else.
I mean, to add on to a little bit of that TwitchCon stuff, and security and stuff in general. Like I remember watching a video. This is gonna be really random out of left field about Wolfie Glix, the Pokemon VGC. I think it's VGC. Go.
Yes.
This guy has won 10 major events and the World Championship. He is the #1 YouTuber. Makes hour-long YouTuber stuff. He does a Worlds video every year. I think his Worlds video was 5 hours this year, 4 or 5 hours. Crazy. He made a video the other day, and the video is like, I am going to go to potentially to less, not gonna have a Worlds video. I'm gonna go to less Worlds, maybe less events. And the entire time I'm like, okay, well, you've been doing it for a long time, like 10 years, like 5-10 years. I get it. And then he continues the video. He's like, and he says this, he's like, this is not my main reasoning, but to put into light, of the 7 events I went to this year, I have been groped at 5 of them. And I was like, what the fuck did he just say? And then you could tell he's like minimizing his experiences the next couple of stuff because like it happens so frequently to him. He's like, yeah, but this happened, but like there's other important things. And I was like, hold the fucking phone, shut the fuck up. What do you mean other things? The fact that like this guy who, for all intents and purposes, seems like a really cool dude, just wants to play the game at an awesome level, has to deal with being physically harassed even if you were physically harassed at one event for the 7 that he went to, I would be like,
that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. 5 of 7 is like absolutely abnormal, and shame on anyone. That's incredibly bad.
It made me really sad because the way he was talking about his experience getting groped, it felt like he felt bad for making it a deal, like making it a big deal. Like, I mean, I got assaulted a few times. Like, maybe 5 out. It's just like, bro, like, you got the fact that you got assaulted at all is fucking crazy. Like, I 100% understand why you wouldn't want to go to any more events if this is like a persistent thing that happens to you, you know? So, yeah.
I have remembered my worst fan experience ever because of this. I've talked about it a couple times before, but at BlizzCon, my very worst fan experience, and bad memory. So this is something I remember, was when a fan came up to me behind me while I was in BlizzCon line and walked up to me and just hugged me around the middle. Didn't say a word, just ended up immediately doing that. I didn't know what to do. I froze. I turned around. I was like, what the fuck? And then he's just smiling as he looks back to me, like, haha, you know, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I couldn't believe a fan did that. That was like such an invasion of my personal space. And the way he makes it sound is like it was so, like, maybe not traumatic is the right word, but it was so like
jarring, maybe?
Jarring for me that I was like, I'd never want that shit to happen again. And for that to happen to a worse degree to this guy, more than 5 or more times in his life, is like, that's insane. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm very lucky so far. Like, within my career streaming, I've only ever had fans like ask me for consent before doing anything that involved touching. Like, I've been carried by fans before. I have carried fans on my back as well. Like, but the thing is, they would ask. They'd be like, "Are you okay with doing this?" Like, I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm down." And dude, that's all it takes. That's really all it takes, is to ask for consent. Well, I mean, I guess it also, you know, there's like a level, like, you have to ask for something reasonable, obviously, but you can't just assume that, oh, Scarra, big fun guy, loves, like, big laugh, friendly dude, I'm gonna hug him. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's something to be okay with. Like, it's crazy that this person would assume that that's okay.
I remember it just being like very, very, very weird, because that happened to me and I was like it wasn't that big of a deal in the end. I guess I was just like, okay, well, like, he invaded my personal space, but like I'll get over it. It's not a big deal. But I was always just like, that interaction sucked. And I still to this day, I'm like, that's probably my worst fan interaction ever. And I'm lucky that's my worst fan interaction.
Yeah.
Like, because like what I have to deal with over the course of 13 years, if that's my worst one, that still is like nothing compared to what a lot of other creators get.
Hey, if you're that fan, if you're listening to this, I hope you fucking have reflected on your actions. Scarra still remembers your dumbass, okay? Don't go fucking randomly hugging people you don't know, dickhead. Sorry.
But yeah, I actually only in the watching clips of the first part. I was so mad about this. I didn't even finish. It's rare that I don't finish a fucking video when I'm so heated about it. But I remember watching this being like, that's not what I heard. Going to the comments and immediately the comments just being like, no, that's what you heard. And I was being so flabbergasted. Watch this on stream and I couldn't get past the first part. I don't even know what the rest of the video said. But I was so stun locked by the first 5 minutes that I was like, I want to talk about this. This shit's crazy.
Dude, I don't even blame you for not finishing the video because like I just feel like social media in general lately has just been like a misery fucking cycle. Like
yes,
every day you just like read new news about terrible thing that has happened to someone or terrible thing that someone has done. It's just so like exhausting to your spirit, man. Social media is just so readily available that it's really easy to just be able to fucking doom scroll through these terrible things that are happening.
Yes.
I don't know. It just feels like the bad news has been unrelenting from like every aspect of existence, whether it comes like fucking like the entertainment space, politics, the fucking, I don't know. Everything is just terrible. So, and even like the hobbies that you try to escape to like try to like distract yourself from these things are getting scalped. So it's just misery in every direction. And like Wolfie is just such a nice guy too.
Yeah.
Because have you had personal interactions with him?
I've talked to him one time at one party for like legit maybe a microsecond. But he seemed cool. Like I like the guy. I'm a fan. Like straight up, I'm a fan.
I've interacted with him like I think on like Minecraft servers before, and he's not long interactions, but just genuinely just like such a nice and thoughtful person.
It feels like he's a person who's like really like Pokemon is his thing. That's his hobby. It's not like I feel like it's like being denied your ability to enjoy a fun hobby that you do because of other people just feels awful. You know, it's not like you're putting down other people and that's the hobby. It's like you're just trying to enjoy this small little like Pokemon game, small little TCG, and to have other people ruin it for you is the worst.
I'm just sad. I don't know how to say it other than like I wake up every day and I just feel like I have to like take a moment to just like process that I have to like exist through this day of pain. I just like long, deep, like
I think for me, I try to curate my feeds really bad. I'm like, okay, I go on TikTok, fucking just curate my algorithm to where it's very specific. Unfortunately, the specifications have fallen on very stupid things, like K-pop and like K-pop, Riff bound, League of Legends. It's like, to be fair, most of them are my interest. Mine is K-pop. They always show up somewhere. I swear to God, I do not listen to K-pop, but somehow Victoria's Secret fashion show, Tizuyu's bra has ended up on my feed on every social media platform. It has broken my algorithm even if I'm rejecting it. Okay?
First of all, it's pronounced Chewy, I think.
Chewy?
Yeah.
Really?
I know it looks like it's pronounced
Sorry.
like spelled. It's like spelled Suyu.
I apologize for that.
No, it's okay because I used to be like you until I got ripped apart by Twice fans.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the Victorious. I've seen so much of this, and I don't follow. I don't know any Victoria's Secret model angel that's not Miranda Kerr, and I don't know anything about Victoria's Secret in general. But like I know Twice was on this year, and they blew up my fucking feed.
Yep.
And then Riff Bound blew up my feed, and the only thing that I think is really, really fucking funny that's on my feed is that BookTok has started reading One Piece, and it is the funniest shit ever. It's so interesting. There's so many of these women who are like, I've just started manga for the first time, and I got a lot of recommendations, so I'm starting One Piece. And they're reading, I think it's Romance Dawn, it's the first arc. And they're talking about, and the things they take away are so funny, because when guys talk about anime or manga, they're like, this fight scene was rad. The way he use his sword to cut the other guy, sick. Did you guys see how cool this looked? And the way they talk about it is like, I'm really interested to see how the character development of Zoro goes here. I really loved how innocent Luffy is, and how he feels like he still wants to do big things with all of his innocence. And I'm like, well, this is a little bit more profound than I'm used to. Then I watched one creator, and they were like comparing it to the Odyssey, and they bring up the book The Odyssey because someone in the comments also talked about it, and I'm like, I have never in my life compared a book to The Odyssey. I'm like, oh my god, it's so fascinating to see another perspective, because one of them said, oh wow, I can't believe how fast One Piece is. And I could not believe it. And the comment, she even clarified, she's like, yeah, it's so fast. Inside the first volume, there's 4 fights. Like, that epic fantasy can never have 4 fights in one volume. And I'm like, she ain't wrong. But like, it's so interesting to see the different perspective. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Wait, One Piece being compared to the Odyssey is actually so fucking based. I guess One Piece is like the modern take on like a Greek epic, huh?
It's so interesting because, like, obviously One Piece fans love it when new communities enter One Piece. And so everyone's been super like excited to see this stuff. And because, it's trending, all the other book talk girlies are also jumping in. So you're seeing like a large wave of new creators jumping onto One Piece from an angle I never expected. This might be how Jody jumps onto One Piece.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Jody would hate One
We
Piece.
tried, guys.
Jody would fucking hate
We
One
tried.
Piece.
We
I'm
tried.
sorry.
We tried.
Nah, man. Well, it's because Jody's already acquainted with the manga space. Like, she likes Yona the Dawn. Like,
That is true.
She is not gonna fuck with One Piece.
She is not a new manga
Dude,
reader.
I think we just need to read One Piece. We just need to fucking read One Piece. I'm gonna buy an iPad and read One Piece on the iPad or something like that.
You're right. I'll read One Piece.
Something with a big ass screen.
I don't know if I can lie to you guys yet again. I've lied to a lot of people in my life, mostly my family, and I can't lie to my viewers. I might read One Piece in my lifetime.
Scarra, we should just make a bet. Whoever between the two of us reads One Piece first, like from like end to end.
From scratch?
Well, okay. How about, you know what? Fuck it. From scratch. Last I read was like chapter 750 or something like that.
Last I read was Wano, which I think is
it's further ahead than me.
But I don't remember anything. I know, is Skypiea even in the fucking thing? I don't remember. Crocodile
Skypiea is non-Wano.
Okay, I don't remember any of the shit.
Skypiea is way before. I think isn't Skypiea like pre?
Is it that's with Enel, right? Yeah.
It's the one with the angel people, right?
Yeah, it's with Enel, and he only loses because his power is spoilers. His power is electricity, and it turns out that rubber.
Yeah,
it's pretty good against that.
Okay, you know, one of my favorite things about One Piece is though that they tell a separate story through their chapter, like introduction page. I don't even know what the technical term for it is, but you know how like they'll do like a special art, like one single page, and then they go into the actual chapter itself. They told an entire like separate mini arc about how this guy like landed on the moon and helped this mole soldier fight off some other army or something. That's like, I vaguely remember that. And it's like not related to the main story at all.
I just think it's cool how they use their characters over time. I cannot say I remember that, but my memory, not what it used to be, man. I'm a rough age of 35. And so, you know what? Stuff gets a little bit hard sometimes.
It's going to be 36. Anyway,
okay.
My whole Discord's just been telling me, dude, you got to read One Piece again. It's all coming together, baby. It's peak. It's all coming. I'm like, you've been telling me it's all coming together for 3 fucking years. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, the first one to read One Piece amongst the two of us. At the very least, I want to get the Gear 5.
The loser has to do a Buggy the Clown cosplay. How about that?
I'm down.
Like with high effort.
With makeup.
With makeup.
I'm
yes.
down.
Yeah.
God, he is so hot.
Dude, I remember the amount of thirst traps that were going around when the Netflix live action adaptation
Yes!
was going around.
I didn't know people love Buggy.
Dude, did Sid ever watch the live action One Piece?
I think she
Or,
watched
for One Piece.
a couple episodes. Yeah,
Like, I'm curious what she thinks about this.
I don't.
I would be inclined to think that she's into it.
Yeah, she likes clowns.
Like, she thinks Shaco is hot.
Yeah,
Don't ask.
yeah. Don't ask.
Yeah. But, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I am not going to read any other. No, that's a lie.
I'm saying it's 2025. We have to stop lying to our audience.
When I tell people 100 chapters a week is a lot, they call me a casual. So is 100 chapters not a lot?
There are currently 150, over 151.
1,000. Can you read the worst?
1,150.
He.
The worst
I've
thing.
never seen someone struggle to read a 4-digit number like that before in my life.
The worst thing is I've read that many chapters of
Dog shit.
Hajime no Ippo multiple times.
Wow.
3 times actually. I've reread Hajime no Ippo 2 or 3 times.
I think I've only read up to like 800 chapters of Hajime no Ippo.
God, it's so cool though when he
does the Dempsey roll.
Oh my god! And then he becomes so powerful he could stop it. So then his opponents are like, what the fuck do we do if he could stop it mid roll? Because they only knew how to handle it when they couldn't.
Yeah.
God, he's so cool.
It's still ongoing, right? Like it still
think
has
so.
chapters.
I think
like
so.
that. I think Conan also gets new chapters. I don't know what the longest running like series of all time are, but I gotta say, I think Hajime no Ippo needs to be up there.
It is.
Does Doraemon still get new chapters?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Okay, yeah. One Piece. We're gonna finish it in 2025.
6.
No, 2025. Don't be a pussy.
Okay, where do we want to stop? I would say
No, I want to catch up. We start chapter 1. Shanks gets his arm bitten off. Spoiler.
fuck. Okay. The thing is, I restarted and I did read past or 2 Arlong Pirates, which I guess is like not even that much, like 20 chapters. And then I stopped. And so I will go back and do it again.
God, if I have to reread the dog shit Merman Island, like fake
You're
Arlong
gonna
Park arc again.
You're gonna have to read fucking I don't know, Dressrosa again with the little toy soldiers.
I'm not even done with Dressrosa. That's where I
Oh,
stopped. I'm in
oh.
like the Coliseum battle arc thing where
Oh.
Luffy's wearing the disguise. Yeah, that's where I stopped. It's okay. If it's as peak as people say it is, then truly this should be an effortless endeavor.
Effortless, agreed.
And then maybe that's how I'll get into the One Piece TCG.
Ah, there we go.
No, I'm not going to get into One Piece.
I'm gonna get
TCG.
into Riff Bound TCG. It launches this Halloween. It should be out already by this episode launch.
I'm actually really excited for the Riftbound TCG.
It is so good. After playing it with the boys, with the people over in Portland, it is hella good. I'm super excited.
I got 3 starter decks from the Riot Party at TwitchCon, and I'm like wondering how playable they are.
Not playable. Well, like they're playable to get to
Amongst it, okay.
understand the decks.
I see.
But like the more refined decks will be slamming the most dumbass shit ever.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it just sounds like MTG. Like people net deck and have like the most like streamlined, optimized decks ever. But I just want to know how to play the fucking game.
No, it's cool. It's really fucking cool.
Alright.
And I love how they're doing it. So at the I guess Nationals, the first major tournament in Houston, which we might be going to.
Yep.
I did hear words that we might be going to that.
Wait, when you take me there, can you take me to good places to eat?
Oh hell yeah! If we're gonna be in Houston, I'll at least send you to one. Like we're eating barbecue for sure.
I went to Dallas and had really mid Asian food.
You didn't have barbecue, bro. When Lily went to Houston, was like the barbecue I had wasn't very good. I'm like, you're fucking killing me. Like there's no way. She went to a high reviewed place nearby, but I'm like, oh no. Like the high reviewed place was apparently very mid, and I'm like, bro, you're the person to find the worst fucking barbecue in Texas, man. Like. The mid barbecue in Houston, or Texas, you're not gonna be playing that much.
I actually had Terry Black's, which I heard was overrated.
It's
But
overrated, but very good.
I thought it was still very good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
But it's like the overratedness is because the average in that area is so much. But the new Riftbound tournament in Houston not only has specific prize cards for finishing top 4, top 8, but the highest placing of an individual champion gets a custom card. So if you are the best Teemo player at the event with the biggest record, they will give you a custom card.
Didn't someone say that this like special misfortune card sold in China for like the equivalent around like $9,000 or something like that?
Yep.
Not a Black Lotus, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's more than the CS:GO knives going for nowadays. So, anyways, in other destructive news, CS:GO launched an update randomly out of nowhere that you could trade up 5 red guns for a knife or a glove. Turns out that a lot of China and a lot of other people were using CS:GO skins as another marketplace, like kind of like a stock market. And then so when Valve does this to overall tank the market for, I guess it makes it so that the average person can get a knife a lot easier or gloves. But unfortunately, knives that were worth $100,000 are worth nothing. Like maybe 1,000, a couple thousand nowadays. The market cap has gone down, I think, $2 or $3 billion in the last 3 days.
It's like overnight they lost $3 billion in value.
Yeah. And it's like, I legitimately think over time, it's a good idea. It's a good thing.
$6 billion.
Oh, wow. I think overall it's really good for the consumers, but it really sucks if you are a person who owned a lot of knives.
Listen, as someone who has a lot of CS knives, including a really expensive karambit, like a Doppler karambit, fuck it. Do it. Whatever. Crash the fucking economy. Because this whole thing is an extremely toxic marketplace where people have their fucking lives ruined over. So
yeah, it feels really bad. I heard in China there are a lot of people who maybe took their own lives because of this.
Oh, maybe I should walk back some of the stuff that I said. But
no, I understand what you mean. I think that it's something where it's like objectively, I don't think people should be using this game market as a speculative market to put their money. It just sucks that there are negative consequences for people who, or not consequences, negative results for people who ended up doing that.
I guess there should be a lesson that like this was a speculative market, and speculative market gonna speculate. Yeah, you know what I mean. And sometimes that means Valve is just gonna fuck your shit up overnight.
Yeah, and I think because of that, people lost trust in Valve. So the funny thing is, people from crypto were coming in to buy skins. I think that is crazy, and that's another speculative market. But anyways, that shit happened recently. It's been a very interesting week.
Too much shit is happening. Too much fucking shit.
I guess of all the things, it's been a little bit. Do you have I have something really interesting, but do you have any recommendations to recommend to the crowd?
Dude.
We always do recommendations on our show, and if you don't have anything, that's fine. I got something.
Okay, I will say like the one new thing that I've kind of been interested in. First of all, do you remember that one series that I kind of forgot the name of, and I was like, oh, it's like fairly generic, but like I still enjoy it. It was called Bloodwing Hunter.
Remo? Oh,
yeah, I think that shit got axed. So that shit's probably dead. They did the whole thing where like big important character had a sudden super crazy like character change, and then they introduced the big bad.
What?
Yeah, and it's chapter 22. So it's like,
oh, it's ending in like 5 chapters.
Yeah,
chapters.
In like 1 chapter, I think. And then I don't know. It's funny sometimes because I'm reading the comments in the app, and everyone is saying it's the comments are really split. The comments are saying, "Oh, this shit's axed. This shit is done. Oh, I'm so sad. I love this series. It's definitely gonna be axed." And then there will be comments be like, "You guys will say anything is axed. Like, guys, there's clearly so much story to still tell." And I'm like, bro,
you sure?
The mysterious villain that they only hinted at in the beginning, they teleported him into the fucking place they were in right now, essentially. Like, there's no fucking way that this shit wasn't axed.
Me, the main hero who's stressed, just...
Okay, but that wasn't, like, the thing that I really care about. Well, I was just basically reading the new Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, how is it?
It's okay. Like, can I first admit I never finished, original OG Jujutsu Kaisen. I never finished it.
High five.
I never finished it. I just after like the Shibuya arc time skip, like there was just a lot. It got really.
They got into the games and they got into Gojo being.
It got really muddy, and I was like, oh, this is like, I don't know if I like this. I kind of just fell off of it. Never got back into it. I just remember seeing multiple pages of just fucking exposition, just like we're gonna just explain everything, break it down a million fucking times in the most uninteresting way possible. And I was like, my eyes are glazing over.
I just think a lot of the characters I didn't really enjoy. Like they made a judge superpower character that I'm like, all right, whatever. The only new character I really enjoyed was Hikari, the gambling degenerate who is effectively immortal while his power goes. And his explanation of his power, a whole fucking page, by the way, like half of a page. But really, it's like as long as his slots line up, he's effectively immortal.
I like Maki. I like Maki's like little character arc thing that she had happen.
Oh,
I never saw the result of it, but like
nah, she's sick.
I was like, damn, Maki with short hair. I fuck with that. With scars too. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
She's hot. But other than that, damn, I don't know. Muscular girls with short hair really do it for me. I will say also, this is unrelated. Jujutsu Kaisen has done terrible things in terms of like what it's done to the cosplay community at Anime Expo. Every fucking dude who's like kind of buff is Toji. Just fucking millions of Tojis. Brother, please.
You like the Gojos?
Dude, no, I see more Tojis than Gojo.
That's true.
Straight up.
Wait, I actually like that. I think that sometimes it's hard for the common person to get the cosplay, but Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen have caused there to be like a lot of cosplay groups, or like you go to events with everyone matching. I think that's really cute.
No, that's cute, but like Toji, it's just a shirt. He's wearing a shirt, and like maybe I saw a guy literally with a purple towel wrapped around his fucking chest, and that was like the fucking. Okay, to be honest, I thought that was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. I kinda
awesome.
But like, it was just a sea of Tojis. Like, and it's more like, dude, you just want to show off your fucking body, don't you?
And you know what?
And it works.
I'm okay with it.
I'm like, okay,
they're jacked.
Fuck you. Honestly, I would do the same if I had the same build as you. But I do like Demon Slayer more in that sense, where I'm just like, oh, you seem like the group cosplays look cooler.
Yeah. I do see those kind of cosplays a lot. I think that's cool. I think cosplay becoming more normal,
more accessible,
is awesome. It's really cool.
I will say, okay, man. Oh god, maybe I should just keep these stupid fucking opinions to myself. There's been a fuckboyism in some of my hobbies. Like I see way more what feels like stereotypical SoCal Asian fuckboys in my hobbies, going from anime and manga to like TCGs to video games.
TCGs.
Dude, I think it's like a combination of Valorant, Pokemon, and fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been SoCal Asianified.
Damn, you think Pokemon got like that? They've been not gentrified, but like
SoCal Asianified.
Invaded. That's so funny, actually. I do think Pokemon TCG and like being a vendor and scalping is like, for me, like the modern day, it's like almost pickleball.
Sneakerheads.
Yeah, sneakerheads, but it feels like pickleball.
No, yeah.
Like if you had to choose your route. I saw the picture where like choose your route when you get to 30. You're running, you're doing a run club, you're playing pickleball, you play Magic the Gathering.
Dude, was it you that said this? Someone said that Magic the Gathering was the pickleball of TCGs, and I was so insulted, but I couldn't argue against it.
They're right.
Is that what Universes Beyond is doing to my beloved
they're
hobby?
They're right. And you know what? You gatekeeping motherfucker.
I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm just saying that like if you
we should gatekeep.
If you look a certain way, like if you have a certain aesthetic style and haircut and height and boba in your hand and matcha,
they're just going for what's popular. Unfortunately, your hobbies are kind of popular. Pokemon is hot.
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
be honest. Like I'm not really gatekeeping something niche. Like,
yeah. You're
like,
gatekeeping the most popular IP in the world.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, Pokemon's like whatever. I'm more pissed about like Pokemon becoming more popular, like which makes things go up in price. I don't care if people like Pokemon. It's more just like I want my carts to stay affordable. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I found out recently that my so when I was at TwitchCon, I broke my keyboard cable. Okay, I'll get this matters.
No, I know.
And instead of replacing the cable, $6 on Amazon, by the way, next day delivery. I went and bought a new keyboard at my friend Patricia's booth. And while I'm over there, she's like, "Oh, did you know? Like, I found vintage cards from my like grandfather or father, and they're like 20 years plus old. That are perfectly kept conditions of vintage Pokemon cards." And I found out then.
Give me your address.
And they're worth thousands.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. I found out then that Kiwi Kid, my old teammate, is now a Pokemon vendor. He came down to buy some cards from her. I was like, holy shit, man. My old teammate is now, I might see him at like a card shop.
Vending is like hugely profitable right now.
Really?
But like with all things like that have like a speculative price, like it goes up and down. And I heard that Pokemon prices are going back down, but like
Ooh.
not as much as you'd hope for.
Yeah,
but like
I want people to enter hobbies at a nice, affordable level.
yes,
I always like. I know my hobbies have a great top end, but like the entering place should be like, you're just getting people interested. Like it should be cheap.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I don't know. I have so many different feelings about like collectability in these things. I enjoy the thing. I feel like a humongous hypocrite because I like having cool, rare, nice thing. But like, I think there's like a certain point where it's like, oh, this is unmanageably expensive.
Oh, don't worry.
You know?
I am so mad that Magic the Gathering ever released collector boosters. I think they should never have done split product because it ruins the future of the game. It means that like your normal average person can never get the really most expensive card or a chase card because you don't have the money to even get it. Anyways, I think Magic kind of ruined a lot of their product, and I hope that no other one goes like that.
I don't know this guy. Hey, Wizards, keep it up, buddy.
You know I'm right. The pricing of their stuff is
It is yeah, $450 for a collector booster box is kind of crazy when you think about it because it is just cardboard, but like whatever.
Anyways.
Oh,
so we were on recommendations.
Yes, sorry, huge tangent on my end because I was talking about the Jujutsu Kaisen effect.
Yes.
This is an old rec sort of. I started rereading the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
The anime came out. Is it because of the anime?
No, just because I just wanted to read the manga.
Okay.
And man, it's such a breath of fresh air, man. I'm on chapter I think I'm on like chapter 60 or something.
This is the one where I stopped reading because there wasn't conflict.
There's a lot of chapters, 169.
Wait. This is the one where the guy has his own male friend group.
Yes.
And they all communicate really well.
Yeah.
And they solve problems through communicating both groups. And I'm just like, this is...
But isn't that just so nice? You don't have to
It
pull
was
your hair out
nice.
from just made up conflict for no reason.
It is one of those very like heartwarming romance. The fact that I've actually read not only just a chapter of this, he's a romance dude. I've read like 50 plus chapters of this, and I liked it. I thought it was really cute, but I realized that like a lot of the conflict. Usually, I expect conflict to breed into like more conflict into a big like thing, a big arc. But in this one, like the conflict is like, wow, I'm really mad at him because he does this, and then like he talks with his guy friends. Do you think this is bad? And then eventually confronts her. Yeah, I think this is bad in this way. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I'm like, what the fuck? It's so healthy, like such a healthy romance relationship that I'm like, this is almost unrealistic. I don't know if I can empathize with this.
It was just it's so sweet, man.
It is
so sweet.
They're
just so cute.
It is very cute.
Okay, wait. How many seasons of this anime are there? Just one?
There's one season. They ended with okay, we're gonna get into slight spoilers, but it ends with the main guy saying, or basically confessing, being like, "Hey, I like you," at the festival.
Oh, that's
okay.
So pretty,
and then
right there.
And so we they end it right there?
No, well, basically like it ends with him like accidentally saying, "Hey, I like you," and then they go to a festival together, and then they're like sitting down at like a little park bench, and they like say like, "Yeah, I like you too," and it's like, oh my god, my heart.
So wow, I don't know how much I want to talk about because I'm
Just
actually not that
good.
ahead in terms of like where I am in the manga versus the anime, because like I think I have like 100-ish chapters to catch up on this manga. By the way, it is always fucking peak when like the confession happens and there's still so many chapters where you just see like their like whatever like happens blossom.
I hate when it's confession into time skip. They're married.
Fuck you, Nisekoi, you piece of shit.
And this epilogue, and I'm like, what the fuck, you. It's like the confession takes 200 chapters. That shit pisses me off.
You fucking cowards. Sorry. I just,
As a Nisekoi reader, or as someone who has read Nisekoi, I empathize so well.
at least show the fucking kiss, you fucking dickheads.
That pissed me off. The blade of leaf that cut. I was like, guys.
And they're so tiny in the like you could cover them both up with your fucking thumb on the page. They're so small. Sorry. I have a really. I feel like it's become less of a thing lately though, where it's
Thank
like
goodness.
they'll stop. Well, the series will end after the confession.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is one of my biggest pet peeves.
I think that reminds me of like I think Korean shows with PDA a lot of times are like very like they take a while. You know, I think that's how I feel like. I guess maybe not so much anymore. I've not seen a lot of the recent Korean stuff. I remember it used to be always made fun of that. Like it would take such a long time, like the hand holding to go into like the kiss kind of.
Oh my gosh, they kissed! Unheard of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And then the kiss scene is like just one angle, and it's like, or sorry, like one kiss frame, and then just 20 angles of it. It's crazy.
yes,
That's Korean drama
do
editing for you.
They do different angles. I love the different angles where it's like the shock. Oh, his react. Oh my god.
The play-by-play, the
Yeah.
breakdown.
I will say to Scarra's point, I was talking to one of my friends about this show, and she was telling me how like I was telling them exactly the same thing. Where I was like, man, it's such a breath of fresh air that they actually resolve conflicts like actual humans would, instead of being like, ooh, I don't know if I should talk to them about this. Ooh, and then it just gets drawn out for like 7 episodes. But then my friend countered with being like, no, but like high schoolers don't act like this. It's so like unrealistic of high schoolers to be this mature in this kind of a setting that it like throws her off. And I'm like, well, but like I don't really think about the high school aspect. I just think of like thank God they're like people with brains that can
I just think
talk
it's,
with each other.
I just think
and
it's a different.
communicate.
It's just a different spin. It's supposed to be very cute, romantic, and I'm okay with that. I've read obviously a decent amount of it. So look, you know what? I'm happy for it. This recommendation. This re-rec, pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's good. Also, I don't think it's fair to just write off high schoolers as like a bunch of emotionally like stunted babies. Like I think there's both. There's mature high schoolers and there's fucking immature adults. Like there's both. So like I think it's nice to see how this group of people interacts with each other. And also, sometimes they don't always immediately resolve conflict. But the thing is, they never get into like shouting matches with each other, Like whenever they have confrontation, they're able to resolve it amicably through like just communication, which I appreciate. And also it's nice, you get to see like the parents' POV sometimes. You see like how the different side characters interact with each other. It's all just nice, warm, and fuzzy feeling in a world that feels cruel and cold and terrible.
You just reminded me of like this slight spoilers for the first season of anime, but there was one episode where it's basically like the origin of why his hair is blonde, like the main character, and it was like a bunch of flashbacks with the mom being like, oh, like he's like given up on everything, and I'm gonna also dye my hair so that he feels comfortable. And then like there's a scene where she like sees that he finally has friends and he's like trying in life, and she like starts like breaking down a little bit and like cries. And I'm like, oh my god, this is like.
Nah,
I started crying at the gym because I always watch this at the gym while walking.
Oh
and
my God,
that's brave.
I was like, this show, like I don't know, whenever like stuff with parents or like family stuff in like shows like this come up, like a lot of times they feel kind of relatable, so that's why it like gets me like emotional. But like this wasn't even that relatable, but I was just like, man, like just it always makes me think of my own parents, and it's like, oh, it's so sweet and so heartwarming. And yeah.
I haven't seen the anime yet, but like the way the manga artist like draws their expressions is so just like it is the embodiment of like it really is just it's some warmth in my cold icy chest. It's great. I actually really like this series a lot, and I'm looking forward to it to like reading more of it. So that's my recommendation. Nothing like new, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do something new, and I'm not gonna recommend the manga. This is gonna be really weird. So I've been living by myself, or like Toast had something happen where he had to go back to his family, for a while, and so it's just me and Sid, and then Sid recently left, so I just living by myself in like a huge ass house. This really sounds like I'm complaining about nothing, but.
God, I live in this fucking mansion alone.
My steak is so juicy right now, but. I usually never watch anime by myself, but I just had to because I'm like, what the fuck else am I gonna do? So I started watching like Lord of Mysteries, watched 4 episodes of that, and I was like, the pacing of this is god awful. I heard why first 3 episodes, but I'm still not interested enough. I don't like the animation enough to keep watching. I'll probably tune in at a future movie where they'll wrap up some of the stuff and I'll jump in from there.
How many episodes are in the first?
I think it's
season?
only 12.
Okay, so it's like okay.
But then they've announced that every season after that, I think it's going to be 24. And I think it's going to be, they have that 10-year plan, right?
Can you give me like a elevator pitch about what Lord of Mysteries is about?
Dude, I don't even know. Like, because after watching 3 episodes, a lot of people had to read the Spark Notes. It's really fucking hard. Okay. Essentially, the main character gets,
Hold on, I could read the description on Crunchyroll right now. In a Victorian world of steam dreadnoughts and occult horrors, Zhao Mingrui awakens as Klein Moretti. So this is an isekai. He walks
Yes.
a razor's edge between light and darkness, entangled with warring churches. This is the legend of unlimited potential and unspeakable danger. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck this is about. Okay.
I don't even know how to elevator pitch this correctly. Essentially, it's an isekai, the guy that's reborn in someone's body. You find out that there's a mystery of why he gets reborn and why he ended up. I think the mystery at the very beginning is why he ended up trying to kill himself. There's a big reason about that. You start getting introduced to essentially people with powers. You start finding out that he can access a different like spectral world and bring people into it where he is more of like a godly being, and the people who he brings in, 2 new people from across the world are think that he's God, and essentially that he uses them to get him information, and they will be vitally important later. He joins this group of, I don't want to call them vigilantes, but like essentially they deal with the occult. And you start from a level 9 and you go upwards. He chooses a class, and the class he chooses is he gets visions of the past, of a famous person from the past who was a very, very strong person. And then in one of the visions, the strong person's like, I should have chose this other starting class. And he's like, he wakes up and he's like, shit, I choose that starting class because I remember that he should have said that he wanted to do that. So he starts as a person who can find people, like essentially a person who's a seer. Essentially, I'm not really selling the story very well.
I'm sorry. You know who you sound like?
Who?
Have you seen the meme of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Where
he's in front, he's in front of like a fucking pegboard with pictures posted on it and like red string, like linking them all up. I'm like trying to piece together this image that you have for me. I'm lost.
Okay, this character gets isekai'd, and a kind of group approaches him to join. He joins the group to try to find out more about the universe and to keep himself safe. And as he's uncovering the mysteries of his personal body, the body he took over, he also ends up getting like a class that he slowly has to find out how to level up. The people he fights or against are going to be other people of different classes. These people can also have special artifacts, special items that end up doing crazy things. Like one of them is a doll that can literally like freeze time for everyone. That was a big scene in the 3rd episode. Additionally, he has an additional superpower of having an own separate area where he has a long table that he's sitting at, and other people that he did not choose join him, and he kind of consults with them in that area. Anyways, it's based a lot about like, I guess, a lot on certain different classes, different zodiacs, and one guy who's trying to fight his way up in a steampunk world.
Wait, okay. So there's one thing that kind of stuck out to me that you talked about.
Yeah.
You said that the art didn't like stick out to you enough for you to want to keep with it?
I think the animation is a cross between 2D and 3D. I think and the way they did end up doing some of the 3D, I'm not a huge fan of. I am not a huge, like, I will probably end up coming back when there's a more consolidated, better initial like jump in. This was definitely something that I ended up watching. I at first tried to watch it on the side, and then I literally turned back after 5 minutes and was like, what the fuck happened? Had to put down my phone and watch it completely. I still was like,
you had to put your phone down to watch it?
And I was like, what is going I still was like, what is going on? Well, like some of the times, like when we're going through stuff, like I'll be talking to Sid. I'll be like, yo, kids, we'll try to watch the episode together sometimes, and we'll be like, what the fuck is going on? And so anyways, all this is going to say I didn't really like the pacing of the first 3. I think it gets better over time, but I don't really like the animation. I'm not going to stick with it. I will come back when the movie comes out. The first movie, that'll probably consolidate a lot of different things.
I see.
The thing I do recommend, the new Digimon anime. I watched for 2 episodes.
There's a new Digimon anime?
It's called a Digimon Beatbox. It's really weird. You live in a futuristic world where like technology kind of like follows you everywhere, and you have a little egg.
Beat Break.
Beat Break. You have an egg.
Okay, Beatbox is like this new like alcohol drink.
Oh,
I think.
Beat Break. Anyways, all you know is the art is really, really cool. It looks really, really nice. I really like that the Digimon are the main Digimon Gekkomon. And the main kid finds out that he has a special power. The Gekkomon's so cute.
Goofy little guy.
Yeah, I love how goofy he is. The main character finds out that he has a special power that is that affects like essentially the world's digivices. Normal people don't know about Digimon. But yeah, it's this device. So it's really, really cool. It's called Sapotama, and the Digimon come from that if you have a specific amount of energy. He has very unique energy. You don't really know what the energy is about, but eventually he finds a vigilante group that deal with these Digimon, and he ends up joining them. And that's about as far as I got. So you see Gekkomon, you see the Gekkomon interacting with 2 coyotes, I guess, and over the course of 2 episodes, you see a mysterious Digimon. You see all the Digimon of like his group mates. One of the group mates is like super famous for being like awesome, I guess. That's pretty much all you infer from it's this Kyo guy. And then so overall, it looks really nice. And I think that this could be like, I don't know, maybe not the future of Digimon. I always thought that Digimon like 1, 2, 3 were really good. And I don't know how the other Digimon kind of worked out. But between Digimon Time Story, the new game, which has had rave reviews.
Dude. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
And this anime, it looks great. Like I watched it, I was very happy with it. It does feel like I'm a little bit older than the expected like
the
age
target
group.
demographic.
Yes, and I kind of wish it was a little bit more mature. But I think for the most part, it's really good.
Dude, I think, bro, Digimon's back, baby.
Digimon's back.
Digimon's back, baby. Like, I love Pokemon. Pokemon to me will always, I think, like be one of my favorite IPs. But I do love that there is another like kind of like monster trainer type of game genre that is like competitive in the space. Because this game looks fucking good, and whatever the trailer that we just watched for the Digimon Beat Break, that should look pretty good too.
No,
so
it was surprising. As someone who doesn't watch much anime, I was pleasantly surprised. I watched that. I watched Cleverness, and of all the things I watched, I think Digimon is the most promising for me.
Yeah, I really the whole premise of the fact that like you could have a Digimon that turns into X cool thing and then evolve back into its normal form and then evolve into a different cool thing. I was like, I always thought that was fucking sick because like Pokemon is like you have one distinct line of like evolution, right? And once you evolve to that point, like you are stuck at that point, which that's just how it is, you know? But I like that Digimon is different in this way.
Devolve. Sorry guys, I almost shit myself. I am so sorry. But anyways, I'm back and just like my toilet, we're here to take some hot takes.
Okay.
Wow, that was like the worst. That was great.
Yeah, we might need to work on your.
You guys have submitted hot takes for the week, and now we're going to explore them.
Just like how Scarra took humongous shits in his toilet, we're going to take humongous shits from you in the form of your hot takes.
I'm so sorry for anyone who's eating while listening. All right, so these are actually not from the latest episode, but they're still like the backlog from the first time we asked. At Ghost Tones 3422 says, genuinely, ReZero is one of the worst anime of the modern era, and I will never understand the praise it gets. It's just a show for people who feel bad for themselves and can't get their fucking life together.
I think that's most isekai. If I'm being honest, I think that's most isekai.
Yeah, I can't say safely because I have not actually like read or watched too deeply in this. I read enough to where it filled out the first season, but aside from that, like I know they got to a different part of the time, like recycling aspect. I didn't really get too much further than that. I think a lot of the isekai is like you put yourself in their shoes as a protagonist, and that's it.
Well, low key, the main character gets like murdered a lot, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, the Subaru.
Yeah,
I think the joke in the community is that it's like Suffering Simulator, the anime.
Yeah, no, like he just gets killed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but then I think I guess at the end of the day, he still gets the girl, sort of. Well,
I think it's hard for me to comment on this one, honestly.
okay. I will say though, Celine fucking hates ReZero and fucking hates Subaru. I think Selena has said that Subaru is probably one of her least favorite male protagonists ever in like any like piece of fiction she's ever consumed.
I just think like from from another point that if they have this take about ReZero, which could be like right that it's not as good as its popularity. My counter argument was here's Shield Hero, here's Mushoku Tensei. Like both of these would, in my opinion, would rate lower than ReZero. But to be fair, maybe ReZero gets significantly worse. But my take is I slide both of these across the table.
I have issues with each of these series for different reasons.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is also a hot take. I like Mushoku Tensei.
I like the world of Mushoku Tensei. I fucking hate the main character
Yep.
so goddamn much.
I think the main character is...
Yeah. I will say it is one of my favorite shows that I can never recommend to other people just because of the context of the main character.
Yeah, like no, genuinely everything around the main protagonist in Mushoku Tensei is so cool in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think the world building, the side characters,
The magic system.
even like the way the main character learns magic is cool.
very
But then like you just get like reminded. I never watched the anime for this, by the way. You just get reminded that there's a perverted middle-aged man inside of this kid's body. You get reminded of it. Like
Yeah.
I get reminded of it against my will, and it just like I'm like, oh, it feels like a creeper fantasy sometimes, which
Yeah.
I don't want to completely throw it under the bus, but it takes away my ability to really enjoy it.
That's my thing. I think the biggest thing I can say about it, the best thing is that it's run a really long time. And I always say that like of the isekais, it has a lot of development because it was able to kind of go the distance, which I think a lot of isekais never get to do.
Yeah.
So that is what I say about it. But Shield Hero, I have nothing positive to say. I have very little.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
That series gets carried by how likable Raphthalia is, or
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
Raphthalia,
Yeah. I think a lot of people who like Shield Hero have like a what's the expression where like they have like a
Savior complex?
like a thorn in their not thorn in their side, where it's like a chip on their shoulder.
Yes.
Where like it's like them against the world, they're misunderstood, they've been done wrong, and then like like also at the same time like he fucking gets like hot girls to join his party, and like he also is
It kind of
incredibly
always
strong.
works out for him. I mean,
And
eventually.
also the like other heroes are total pieces of shit, so like they're not
They're
even
just
like
actual,
likable.
like, idiots.
Yeah, it's not well written at all, but like it feels like kind of like a guilty pleasure type of read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first season was good because of the hate boner that everyone had against the girl who like lied about her getting like harassed by him.
Yeah.
But then after that like arc ended, I'm just like, all right, now you're just gonna save the world. That's the story now. I guess it is. Yeah.
I will say I really like the art for the manga for that series, but like outside of that, like I'm just like it's like I don't hate it, but I'm just like I also just think it's like mid.
Yeah.
ReZero I also find to be incredibly just like middle of the road. I'm not particularly offended by Subaru's existence. I just think that people got them really attached to the character designs of like the women in the series, like Rem, and like everyone wants their own Rem.
I feel like when I hear about waifus in the anime, I hear a lot about stuff from ReZero. Rem and Amelia especially. And like I don't really hear a lot about like the story or the toxic aspect or even the main character. It really feels like the focus is on things that on the waifus. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But again, this is something where I'm like,
I don't have
get
strong feelings about it.
I didn't get much into it.
This might be a little bit more topical. At Vinicius says, I don't even know if this is a hot take, but regarding Chainsaw Man, the manga peaked during the Reze arc, and from then on came a slow decline with a great ending to part 1 until part 2, where it completely crashed. I can't honestly recommend anyone part 2. Feels like nothing happens and the story just goes in circles for cheap memes and laughs about how edgy it can be at times. Character development, non-existent anymore. Feels like the mangaka lost the plot years ago.
Ooh.
Have you guys read?
I've read it.
a
I'm
lot
caught
of
up.
I dropped part 2 because of some problems that I had, maybe similar to this comment.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, however, that it does get a lot better. This is where you come in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in that boat. I did feel like Chainsaw Man Part 2 became kind of a chore to read at some points because it felt like the plot was a little aimless. I didn't really like a lot of the characters they were introducing. I personally like the wacky, absurd insanity that happened still because that's very much Chainsaw Man for me. But it was kind of a slog to read for a little bit until like I would say like the last 20-ish chapters where I just think, oh, we're starting to escalate into like what the plot is really about. I still don't think it hits the same way part 1 does, but I think it's because part 1 just kind of had this novelty factor of like the way Chainsaw Man presents itself versus like any other like popular series available at the time. So I understand where they're coming from. I think their opinion is pretty harsh, I would say, but I think I would need to reread all of part 2 to kind of be able to validate their opinion. I see where they're coming from, though.
I can't say the opinion's that wrong when I myself dropped the story in part 2.
Yeah.
I will say though, the part 1 was great, and I'm really actually happy that the Chainsaw movie is out, because like
It was good.
people get to see peak. Because like for me, everyone got so excited about Chainsaw Man the anime, but the anime was like one of the worst parts of the first arc, or like the first story. I think that like Reze is like one of the best parts, and so I'm really excited that like that they get to finally catch up.
Yeah, so yeah, I also people were so fucking hyped around the Chainsaw Man anime like TV episodes. And they were like, I was like, dude, you haven't even gotten to like
the good stuff,
the fucking good shit yet.
Yeah.
Because I mean, have they even? Oh wait, no spoilers. Never mind.
No,
but
no spoilers.
yeah.
The movie just came out in the West last week.
Yeah.
By the way, I ordered a Chainsaw Man Pochita popcorn bucket
Oh.
that I will be bringing. It will be a set prop at some point.
Oh,
whenever
hell
it
yeah.
comes out.
I heard it's the best popcorn bucket out there.
Yeah, I bought 2 of them. One for me to
little
keep for
Pochita,
myself
very
and one
cute.
to bring here.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
But no, I see where this person's opinion is coming from. I do think it's like a little bit like, oh, it's like fucking trash. But I'm like, I just don't think it's as good as part 1. But I still like it.
Okay.
Okay, that is all the hot takes we have for this week. Please make sure to comment more hot takes, and I will be compiling them for Peter and Scar to react to.
We need hotter takes. The hottest takes.
My hot take is
Burn me.
My hot take is that I love Halloween. Halloween's such a great holiday.
I don't think
Dude,
that's
this
it.
month
I feel like
just
that's
didn't
it.
feel that festive. But maybe that's because I've been traveling so much.
Yeah, it's really been like it feels like a go for me. Like I have this podcast, I have a shoot, I have a stream, and then I have Halloween. It's been a lot of work.
No work. But it's always fun over here at the Fake Fans Podcast. We hope that you guys are having an incredible month in holiday season.
Yep.
Stay safe out there. Maybe don't look at the news today. I don't know.
don't-
Just protect your mental a little bit.
Don't follow people into vans with candy. Thanks for watching.